try that. How about now? Can you hear me now? Hey, Sir Benjamin, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it was definitely a fun gun show. Okay. Sorry about that. I was saying happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend and are enjoying the fun that is Space Engineers. Oh. So, yeah, as I was saying, I've gotten pretty much the upper hull welded up at this point. There's still a couple of places like here. I still need to finish the mirroring that we have over here. It ended up being a lot more complex than I had expected. So, yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of patchwork to get all of that figured out. But that'll be the last little bit of the upper portion of this thing. And so we are using the chase camera right now, so you know, it gives us a little bit of flexibility here. I did change the entrance to the ship area, so it's a little bit more secure than it was. And obviously we have all of our thrusters and everything. And then down below, we're starting the fill-in process here. And I've actually gotten some stuff done over here. But let's go back into the first person. And let's go actually take a look at it. Alright, and so we'll walk you through. So I did put in some custom control turrets. There's a turret system there. Let me walk you through this one actually. And one of the other changes is this is now a bunk area and fire control room. I figure this way, if you're in multiplayer and somebody needs to access stuff quickly, there you go. It's right there. Trojan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Alright, so now that we have deleted some of the incoming fire stuff, make sure our helmet is on. So now these are actual small areas. This is still not pressurized and it's not intended to be. But we do now have a little bit more detailing back here, so... Is this my Pirate Hunter? Yes, this is my go out and pick a fight ship. Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate the compliment. So I try to keep them somewhat entertaining. This one I will give you as a heads up will probably be a little slower. I wasn't really expecting a fight that early into the stream. But we do need to get some armor stuff done. I want to get the ship done to this week. And the idea is to actually have it fully launched by Friday. So now we did go ahead and make some changes to some of the armor design. So as you can see here, we have the thruster ports, and they are greatly recessed. Basically, the only way you're going to see the ship from thrusters is if you're behind it, or we're basically trying to dodge something. So we do have basic armor in down here, sealing up the inner hull area. We've got some windows here for our jump drives. And then I've gone ahead and we've put in some access hatches. Now these are actually part of one of the DLC packs, so they are technically vanilla-ish. But that allows you to get in and be able to do maintenance and servicing in here. So if something does penetrate and you lose a conveyor after the combat, if the ship survives, you'll be able to come in and fix stuff. And then there is one on the other side as well. There's a port and starboard access hatch here. And I'm contemplating putting another one back here, because this would give you the forward access to the area to the other side that you normally wouldn't have access to. So I'm thinking I may put another one in here. Jago, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And then we have to encase the rest of this in armor as well. And I'm thinking what we're probably going to do is starting... actually, do I have plates on me? Okay, I do have plates. I have a couple of plates. Let's see, I've been making a bunch of stuff. Basically, we've recycled all of that scrap we had, or most of that scrap that we had. I probably have a little bit more from... Nope, it's all done. Okay. Let me see here. Do we have some plates? I should have a bunch of plates. Nope, they're being used as fast as they come out. Okay. We'll see if we can steal some from Bob before he gets a hold of them. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on getting the rest of the ship closed in today. Actually, let's see something really quick. Yeah, we're up to 338k. This is all from... Most of this is from recycling all of that scrap we've been gathering. And I'm going to add like another 10k plates because we're going to use them. I mean, there's just no doubt about that. Okay. And give it a second to see if we can get a bunch of these going here. I want to get about 100 plates or so if we can. Thanks, Django. Appreciate that. But yeah, we started the stream by deleting a incoming ship. Actually, 2 incoming ships if you saw it from the very beginning. But yeah, that small grid ship, that little interceptor, yeah, that thing dusted. It was crazy. Alright, so what I was going to say is starting from here, I'm thinking we're going to bring this back probably to about there-ish. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take this down to half blocks back here. There we go. And probably bring this back into this area. So we end up with something that basically closes off this. Now I may come back and change this design later. I haven't decided fully yet on how I'm going to do this. And the part of this is because of the fact that I need these to basically blend into what's going to be the upper area of our armor. There we go. There we go. So that's where our actual outer armor is going to reside. So I'm thinking what we may do is maybe extend this back 1 or 2 blocks longer to make this portion of the run a little bit shorter, and then on either side of it we'll do the longer half block runs. So basically we would end up with say something like this, and then instead of having it end there, we bring it back 1 more and then do the slope down into the half blocks. So I'm still not set on exactly how I want to do that portion. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and do that. And for the idea is basically that the stuff that we're covering with the full blocks here are a little bit more critical. So we're basically building up a little bit of a citadel here. And I am leaving spaces to give us a little bit of armor gap in here so we can have spaced armor. Just to help reduce over penetrations from particular weapons. I mean, certain things like the railgun, if we take a hit from a railgun and it clears our shields, we're not going to be able to do much about that. So, you know, it's like, it's give or take, right? But I am trying to set it up so that the ship is a little bit more survivable, and that the components are mostly encased. So, but yeah, we've been spending a lot of time doing stuff. Yeah, that's actually right. Like I said, it's going to be at least 2. That's not a huge issue there. I mean, I could actually, you know what? On this side, I could actually just go ahead. And what I was thinking was, let me see, make sure that's in line. So basically, this would just be here. I'm just going to fill this in. Actually, no. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that yet. I might take that line all the way back. I may not. I'm not sure. But for now, let's go ahead and get this in. And I'm going to leave one of the... Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave two of these out in case I put the hatch in so that we can get in here. I may put another one of those hatches in. But we're going to rinse and repeat this process. And we're going to do that the same over here, which is going to be like so. And we're basically just waiting for parts to finish running. Alright. And I guess we could actually go ahead... Oh man, see, that's the question now, is do I want to have this come out one more? Which I think I do. Just looking at it, I think that it makes sense. Because that's our cargo pod there, and losing that would be absolutely catastrophic. So if we bring this out 3, and you then go like so to there, we're going to do that on either side. Oh, you know what we could do? No, let's do this. Let's have the indent there. We leave 1, 2, 3, and then we do 1, 2, and then we do this here. And you guys actually end up being more along the lines of the larger blocks. Have I seen the star system generator modded? Yes, I have. And I've already got plans for it. So it will make an appearance in the near future. Let's go. So if we do this instead. Right, so if we do this. And then that means we can bring you guys up like that. Making that a little bit better. Alright. And then basically that's our actual armor profile, pretty much complete at this point. Where we're going to run into is... we got another... Oh! We have a Columbus coming in. Where are you, buddy? Are you actually going to get close enough for us to shoot at? Is the question. You know what? I don't think we're going to wait for him to get close enough for us to shoot at. Let me check the ammo levels. I want to check and see how much ammo we actually have on board. That's one of the... Oh, apparently don't need to worry about it. There go the guns. Alright, so since we've got auto turrets on, let's go take a look at this thing, see what happens here. It's trying to shoot down the shells. Here come the incoming fire. Oh! Look at that. Oh. Yeah, the little drone that they sent is already gone. It's been deleted. So, yeah, I think those are pretty effective. Alright. Oh. Yeah, so we need to actually, while I'm sitting here, let's check the... I want to check and see. Those are 150s, by the way. We want cargo. We want this to be our local ship so that it will actually pull from the inventory. So we've still got 45 in there. We're basically just going to pull all of these out of the assemblers. Alright, so you guys are actually doing okay for ammo right now, but we do need to get some more up and running. Oh, nice. Very cool, Jago. congrats on getting the video published like that, man. I actually didn't watch the video yet. I just saw the mod, saw the details on the mod, and was like, yes, please. But I'll definitely take a look at the video after the live stream. Like I said, I have been looking at it, and I do have plans for it in the near future. And actually, probably later this week, I'll be in a better position to talk about that. But for right now, we'll see. But yeah. All right. So, do I just want to go ahead and put the doors in? I think I do. Let's go ahead and get this out. These guys are going to be added at some point. Yeah, no, that thing hit the that thing hit the workshop, and it was like pretty much an immediate yes, please. It's like there was no hesitation on my part when that thing hit. Hey Howard, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Yeah, see, that's one of the things about the mod authors, you know, is that when mods are just absolutely amazing, it's really hard not to want to do content on them. And part of the thing that I run into fairly regularly is that, yeah, the mods are just so good. It's like I end up spending a rather inordinate amount of time planning around doing things for stuff, and I just run out of time. Right, so, and I think what we're gonna do is let's go high pitch on these. We're gonna do extreme corners, simply because we can. Can you tell that this was planned? And I did it. Wasn't sure which corners I was going to use here, but you know, I figured, why not? Whoop. There we go. And then that translates into using these guys to fill in. Actually, I'm wondering, can we go? Oh, you know what we can do there? What we can do is let's get this out. Got that, we got that. We need a no, come on. You're supposed to have cleared. Thank you. Alright. We want character tools. We want our grinder, please. Thank you. All blocks are going to come back here. I'm going to drop the doors out. We'll drop the turrets out for right now, just so we can get this stuff going. Alright, so what I was talking about here is that we do something like this, where we have these guys, not this one, these guys, probably here-ish, maybe? Yeah, like that. And we're going to have another one of these over here. And another one over here. Okay, so then looks like our ISP is acting up again. Alright, so I will apologize in advance, folks. I'm not supposed to be doing that, but we're kind of at a situation where there's not a whole lot I can do about it at the second. Right. It's rather annoying, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so we're going to do the half block there, and half block there. Alright. And then that means we can go ahead and close some of this off. Actually, which way are you going? You are stuff that can be styled. So we'll probably sculpt you a little bit. I think what we're going to do here, come here. Just go ahead and get this stuff in. All right. Do that. And yes, I'm going to have to do this on the other side as well. But for now, just getting it in here. And that helps protect up a bunch of stuff. And you guys. There we go. Now we basically are going to do the same thing over here. Oh, man. All of the armors. Have to do all of the armors. All right. Okay. Which way did you end up? Okay. And going back. What's up? Planning is interesting. That's for sure. The big part with space engineers for videos, and to a lesser extent some of the other games like Emporium and some of those guys, is the timing of what you're doing. Because if you decide that you're going to do something else, you run into a situation where the game requires certain things to be done in order to achieve things. Like resource gathering being a very large part of both of the mentioned games. And so I end up spending, me personally, I end up spending time that I would rather be doing, say, working on a build, doing things like gathering resources. So, and you are the half slope. The half slope, and I need the other way. This one? No, that's right the first time. There it is. All right. Okay, so you're gonna go that way, and we're gonna flip the script. I got you there. Okay. But yeah, like I said, that's been my big issue, is just keeping my schedule going. If I decide, like with what I've been doing here, half the time I'm deciding to go, hey, you know what, it'd be kind of cool to do this instead. And I end up getting sidetracked. And so the stuff that I had planned for and had built the resources and everything around is no longer valid. Oh, which is why we're trying to get this done today. But once you get used to it and once you've done it for a while, I mean, you know kind of intuitively where, if you're going for like a half-hour video, you kind of learn just through repetition of whereabouts that's going to be. Like if you do a lot of time lapse, you might actually be recording for 2 or 3 hours, but you time lapse it down into like a half-hour video or something. I think for me that was the hardest thing, was learning how to do that. So from this one, I think what we're gonna do is do I want to go that way with it? No, not really. I want to keep that so that it's actually protecting stuff. I mean, the easy way, you know what I could do? I could have that transition down, so I'd basically use something like this to transition that down into here. And then somewhere back here, it'll transition into a different shape. Which for that one, I think we're going to end up with something like this. Come on. Oof. Space engineers got chunky. Light transport coming in. Okay. And so you basically end up with something like that. And I may actually cap this off back here like we did. I'll show you where I'm thinking here. Kind of like what we did up here. Have it terminate where with that has that little roundabout on it. Hey, sorry to hear that, Jago. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the ISP today. I don't know if it's ISP or YouTube. All of my pre-stream checks looked good, and everything seems to have settled down, so we'll see. Alright. That sounds about right then. Yeah. Right, how much do I have? I've got 2 plates left. Alright. And are you going to come close enough to be shot at is the question. You might actually get close enough to get shot at. Okay. Alright, so that gets most of the basic stuff done, and then what we're going to do is we're going to sculpt some of this area out down here. I want to have this come out and basically wrap into this a little bit better. But for the most part, I think the ship is mostly done. We'll probably take it out and... Yeah, well, it's just irritating because of the fact that the ISP is supposed to have fixed a lot of their problems, but we ended up with some surprise rain today. And whenever we get surprise rain, we seem to experience issues. Alright, so that's going to go that way. I'm going to do the same on the other side before I forget what that looked like. Oh, actually... Interesting. Oh no. I liked it when I built it. I don't know if I like that anymore. Oh, I'm kind of liking the idea of having this at a different height than that. But, alright. Is what it is for now. Okay, so... just need to get a bunch of grids going. So I'm going to take this thing out. We've got a couple of pieces of ammo loaded, or a couple of units of ammo loaded into the railguns. I don't think I've got a whole lot of ammo for that right now. But I want to check. Part of the reason why I haven't closed this off yet is I want to find out if I need to add more gyros. I closed the other side off already, and I was just like, that might not be a good idea, but we'll see. I'm actually in a condo, so I've got a mismatch hodgepodge set up. I have coax cable, copper up. It might actually be aluminum core. I think it's actually aluminum core. To the unit, but coming into the place, yeah, not even Comcast knows. Alright, so let's switch that over. We're going to turn those on. We're going to turn this on. And we are going to disconnect. So what I'm going to do is take it out for a little bit of a test flight. Like an actual test flight this time, not just repositioning it. Our shields should be online. We just have them set so that they only show up when they get hit, which is fine. I need to add the camera before I forget. You can do that, and then I want Did I set up a railgun group? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh. There we go. Save that up. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna grab our forward railguns, and we're gonna have these set. Toggle mouse shoot. There you go. Okay, so this is with all of our gyros turned on. Doesn't seem too bad. But I do think I'm going to go pick a fight. So let's go off our targeting laser here. Let's go pick a fight. I mean, it handles really well. I mean, this is straight mouse control here. Alright. And we're going to try and plot an intercept course at about there. We're close to about 400 or 4 kilometers or so. And we'll give the railguns a test fire. Because, like I said, I think I only have one shot in them. So, right about there. Oh, helps if I... Poof. Yeah, we only had the one real shot. Oh, it took off. It disappeared. Oh well. So I have to say the ship seems to work pretty well. Let's bring this around. Ice asteroid. It's you. Looks like our railgun is reloading, which is good. So, yeah, I like actually being able to pilot this thing from first person like this. And being able to actually see the cannons fire this time, I think helps a lot. Yeah, so for our condo, we have rights up to everything to the studs. So we could actually pull the, technically we could pull the drywall off and deal with the cavities in between. So if we wanted to add like insulation or soundproofing and stuff. But yeah, you're basically stuck to whatever's within the unit and, you know, directly attached to it. So the wife and I are actually exploring getting the HVAC added, because we have central heat, but we don't have central air, being the place was built in the 80s in the Bay Area. So we're trying to get air conditioning installed. That's just been a pain in the butt. Yep. Well, it's even worse that the area that I live in, because the local governance basically did the land tie, so they don't allow overhead distribution systems, so everything's in the ground, and the companies that basically paid to put stuff in the ground own the pipes. So in order for competitors to get into the area, they have to sublease access, meaning that no one's, you know, companies like Comcast aren't willing to sublease because they don't want somebody bringing in faster connections that they don't have control over. So we get gig Ethernet, but it's the old school, you know, basically copper. So we get decent download speeds, but horrible upload speeds. Our provisioning is only, I want to say 30-ish. I think at best it's like 30 or 35 megabits up. I usually see somewhere around 25 to 29. But when it rains, I spend 2 days with, an upload rate of, like 10. And yes, I know, first world problems. Oh, man. So the ship works, which is good. We spent a lot of time and resources on it. Actually, I have to check. But last time I checked, our signal was actually not bad inside the building. It's just when it hits the exchange outside. Look at that. So yeah, I think the ship handles pretty well. Okay. So let's go ahead and get here. And bring those up. I think we need to do a little bit of rotation. And you are going to be about there, I think. Is that right? Up, off just a little bit. Alright, that should be about where it needs to be. And then we just bring it back, bring it down, and see if we can see how close we get to the connector. And it's nice to know that the ship works, though. Alright. So this means we're going to need to go pick a fight this week. Whoa, too far back. There we go. And I am off just a wee bit. I miss the old Space Engineers camera collision, where you used to be able to get in like really tight on things without having camera like free. They made the changes, but okay, so here we can start shutting this stuff off, put you back to charge, and actually we didn't burn too much power. I mean, as long as you're not using the thrusters crazily. Actually, let's go.
No fuel.
We're going to do that, turn those on. I want to bring the nose down just a wee bit so that we're a little bit better aimed in there. There we go. Okay, now we can set everything to, we're going to set that to inactive. Okay, that's better. We still need to work out our lighting up here, but let's head back and grab something to eat, something to drink. Yeah, so part of the problem is that the ISP did admit I got hit with their high usage, the high bandwidth usage thing. So what happened was they were like, oh, sorry about that. You weren't supposed to be in that filter. It was like, made a bunch of excuses and moved on with the day. But yeah, it turns out it's a combination of things. So, whoops, helps if I have my helmet closed. All right. Okay, so we have shown that it works. We have a basic idea for the armor pattern that we're going to do, and I am going to greeble this up a little bit once it's all done. But once again, we are in kind of a holding pattern. But since we've seen it works, we've gone out, we've started a fight, we've won several fights. I think, whoa, hello. I think that's pretty much all we're really going to get done today, other than trying to get some detail work in here. Because at this point, it really is just building parts. But because we're having problems with the stream, I don't want to really keep going at this point. Charter has the worst customer service. Yeah, I've heard of Charter. I've heard rumors and stories. But yeah, like I said, I don't really want to keep it. I don't want to keep this going because of the stream quality. I feel bad about that. I want the streams to be better than they are. So it's, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do moving forward. But I think for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. So I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. I apologize for it being a shorter than normal stream, but I do appreciate you all hanging out and having fun with me today. We got to see some things blow up. Got to see actually quite a few things blow up. And for once, it wasn't my stuff. Oh, but when we come back on Wednesday, this should be mostly welded up. I hope. Basically, I've just been doing everything I can to keep, the orcs from overrunning us, and all the other AIs from overrunning us while we're getting things finished. But I think when we come back on Wednesday, if it's not completely welded up, it'll be pretty close. I've checked. Nada. I have the program that I am in for ISPs is the fastest available in my area, regardless of provider. I've even looked at wireless stuff, like satellite relay and stuff. Oh, no worries, Shago. I understand. Like I said, it's more that it irritates me than anything else. I think it irritates me more than it irritates you all. Quite honestly. But, yeah. Let me grab some plates out of here. Give me plates. Give me plates. Here. Actually, I'm going to drop those off. There. Yeah, so, but like I said, it's just, there are certain things that I want to be true about the streams, and right now they're not because of the issues with the ISP, and that bugs me. I don't like feeling like I have to make excuses for what's going on with the ISP. There's a heavy armor block there. Okay, you just haven't started welding up yet. But I need to work around the realities of what we have in place. So, but yeah, like I said, I've even looked at the wireless mesh networks and stuff because there's a bunch of mesh ISPs that have started coming online, and even those can't get me even close to the bandwidth that I have right now. And that's what's really sad is that I've actually got a decent plan. It's just unstable. And I want a better upload provisioning. So I'm actually looking at getting professional lines, like like professional service lines installed, business class stuff. But even the business class, unless I basically pay to have like an OC3 line dropped in that place. Yeah, I don't think I can get anything smaller than an OC3 on professional grade services in the area. We used to be able to get T1s, but the T1 stuff is just, it's not worth it anymore. It hasn't actually been worth it for a while. Yeah. Anyway. I don't mean, not trying to make it sound like I'm whining about it here. Do I want to go that way with it? I could do that. Ugh. There's a Skippy. But yeah, I do think, like I said, I do think that it's kind of frustrating dealing with it, but it is what it is. So, put those back in. This may change up a bit. I don't know what I'll change that with, but it may change. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of liking that smoother transition there, because then that would become this. Actually, no, that's gonna drop down into that channel, which means it'll have to be this instead. And I don't think I have a transitional piece from that to that, but yeah, they've been looking into it. The problem is that the wiring in this entire area is so bloody old, is that it could also just be that it's a loose connection in their system, and it just happens to be the most exposed during the rain. But yeah, like I said, I've had, unfortunately, way too many conversations with these folks, and it's just is what it is. We'll make do with what we got. But anyway, that gets us most of the ship done. Figure out. No, that's right. That's what I wanted there. Okay. So anyway, I am going to get out of here. I'm going to stop complaining. Get some of this stuff done. Oh, and then when we come back on Wednesday, we should be ready to do a formal launch of the ship. We'll walk through everything from bow to stern, port and starboard, go through all the systems, talk about what the ship is set up for, what it's ready for, and maybe go pick a fight. So once everything is welded up, I will release this over on the workshop for the folks that are interested. That way you can take it apart, take a look and see what's going on. I have made some internal system changes. I took some of the sorting blocks out and put in conveyor junctions instead. There's also some small cargo containers that are hidden in the line. Things like that. But yeah, that way you'll be able to take a look, see what's going on. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I apologize for complaining as much as I did today. It was not the intent. It's definitely a Monday, that's for sure, right? But yeah, we're going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week. And we will see you back here for this one on Wednesday. We'll have some Leaky O2 stuff tomorrow, I think, right? I have to check. I may not be doing Leaky O2 tomorrow. I've actually got Emporium stuff for Tuesday and Thursday as well. But that will be recorded video, not live stream. So I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. I made live stream tomorrow. You're at least going to get a recorded video of nothing else. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks again, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic day. Enjoy the week. And we'll see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Do I get enough revenue from YouTube content? No, not really. Oh. But that's good.